You know, Gaethje Ferguson just got a little bit more interesting, didn't it? I think that we all thought for 249 in the date that was selected, April 18th, and the short notice fight, the short time that Gaethje had to know full well he was doing this. Look, I know that Gaethje told us 2 months ago, I'm going to prepare, I'm going to be the guy that steps in. But in that same time he told us that, he shared, look, it's a little hard to get motivated to do the extra hard stuff, the extra sprints that I'm throwing in by example, the extra rounds. If you don't know for sure you have a fight, and that's a very transparent and real thing. Part of the motivation, you guys will hear this a lot from coaches, you've got to be motivated. Well, that's a nice thing to say. But athletes can tell you there's times that you're motivated, there's times that you aren't. There's times when it's physicality, but there's times when it's a mental exercise. So a little bit of a hard spot that Justin was put in. I'm just elaborating on some of the thoughts that he's made. I've followed very closely what his actions have been in the media for the last couple of months. So when he gets the call to fight Tony, it was on 9 days notice? 9 days notice, just to put in perspective for you guys, take 5 right off of that. Because when you get out on what's called fight week, between media obligations that you would have, and those could have been limited, but we don't know that. Between press that you would have, might have been limited, but we don't know that. But most importantly, the overlying thing of fight week is recovery and make weight. It's what's called a taper week. So if he had 9 days, I might be changing it and it was 11, but I think you get my point. Take 5 of those away. So Gaethje, we kind of would have at least guessed, based on those pieces that we have, needed to go out there and stop Tony. If this gets to 20 and 24 and 25 minutes in, Gaethje's probably going to be a little bit fatigued. For good reason. Okay, store that thought. Because that immensely changes with 2 more weeks of preparation. And you might think, 2 weeks, how much time is that? Guys, 2 weeks is a lot of time. You can get in shape in 2 weeks. Now I'm not saying are going to be quite where you want to be, but I don't know that Gaethje started from zero to start with. I take him at his word when he said, for 2 months, I'm going to prepare myself. I'm going to prepare my mind and my body. I believe him. Just the fact that he was willing to beat the scale meant that he had a level of condition there. 2 more weeks changes things. Does it add 4 more minutes that Justin could go? We don't know how far he could have gone before. We're just guessing that he would have had a strategy to try to get Tony out of there in the first 2. But all of a sudden, if that's true, he's now got 3. And that's a meaningful amount of time that just got added to this contest potentially. And speaking of the date change, I think that not only does it affect Francis Ngannou versus Rozenstruik, I think it now changes who I pick to win the fight. I think now I lean towards Ngannou to pick the fight. The shorter the time, the better. For anybody that big, for anybody that strong, for anybody that's a power puncher, the less time that they have to do it, the less time you have to wear them down, get your hands on them, push, pull, chop away at the tree, whatever your strategy might be, even if you're striking heavy Rozenstruik, the less time that you have to do that is not a good thing for you. And the relevance to the date change for Rozenstruik versus Ngannou is, guys, that was supposed to be a main event, which means that's supposed to be scheduled for 5 rounds. And you can hedge your bet and go, Chael, I don't think it would have got 5 rounds anyway. That isn't the point at all. The point is the strategy and the mindset of the athlete going in there. He always has to have that in his mind. Worst case scenario, I'm out here all night long. All damn night, I'm about to go into the 5-round club. Can I do it? And you will question yourself. Did I work hard enough? Did I prepare? Did I eat right? You'll go through a whole bunch of lists because fatigue will make a coward of any man. You are going to get exhausted inside of 25 minutes. The question is, what minute in and how will I respond? Am I tough enough mentally and physically to hang in there? When you change that, particularly for a guy as straightforward as Ngannou, there is a very real likelihood that you also change the outcome. I can tell you, in my opinion, I am now picking Ngannou.